Portions of this podcast are made possible through the patronage of great people like At Lonely Bob, Big Alby, and Goldafish. Since we are trying to grow our podcast in every way possible, even if you can't be a patron, you can still help us grow by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the podcast.
You're short, and you're a terrible burden on your poor mother.
So this is pretty much for posterity.
Okay, because I was going to say, this is not a horror movie. What are you doing?
You don't think it's worth making a podcast out of?
Hey, this is supposed to be date night.
Oh, right.
The horror is you whipping out a recording device and sticking it in my face. That's not funny.
It's very funny to me.
Okay, what are we doing?
I don't know. I just thought
Is this a short topic?
Yes. That's exactly what I intended from the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Good idea. Anyhow,
Well, shoot, I don't have enough information to...
No?
1923?
I thought you said it was 22. That's what I was quoting people,
see?
but...
Maybe.
23. Well, we're just, it's a light topic, so...
What are we going to see?
We are going to see Frank Baum. Yeah, there'll be lots of edits on this podcast.
We're off to see the wizard.
We are off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
1920-something silent version of it.
Yeah, did you know such a thing even existed?
I didn't know. So now I've got to go and actually do some research. You can hold that if you like.
Well, yeah, you should be driving, right?
I am.
You're behind the wheel.
Yes. So, I had no idea. I need to do research and find out now when this was written.
Yeah, and it's a comedy, right?
Oh, no, I didn't. I had no idea what to expect.
Should I have not told you?
No, I still don't know what to expect.
Stan Laurel is in it, right?
Oh, right. So I knew he was the
First I thought,
Scarecrow.
He did like something, not a slapstick comedy kind of thing, but then I read that this is a comedy. I don't know if it's slapstick Laurel and Hardy type stuff, but...
Okay.
They won't both be there.
Okay.
But he makes a great Scarecrow.
He does. We'll have to find that picture. I might lift that right off the website. But the point is, we are going to a silent movie theater.
Yes.
We're lucky enough to have one of those relatively close to us. We don't support it nearly as often as we should.
No.
Yeah. So this was kind of a fun thing to do after the week that we had.
Yeah. Well, you sort of surprised me with it.
Well,
I didn't think you were even considering going.
Well, especially since it's on my game night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't think I'd ever
God
give that
forbid
up.
anything else ever happens on a Friday night.
You never know what's going to happen on a Friday night.
Yeah, I do.
Your evening's going to be ruined. That's it. That's the big surprise every weekend.
Well, not necessarily ruined, but I always know that Magic the Gathering happens on Friday nights.
Often happens on Friday nights.
Every single Friday, not often.
Often.
Always.
Not always.
Always but tonight.
There's a few other nights that we've missed too.
Always
Anyhow,
and forever, except for this evening.
The point is, we are talking about the movie The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I don't even really know when the book was initially written. I know that I need to actually sit down and read and or listen to the Wizard of Oz stories. I'd like to do that.
That's a good idea. Like everything else, it's quite different than the book, I think.
Always is. That's fine. That's okay.
I read Wicked.
That's nothing like that.
That was different.
I'm sure it was very different.
Yeah.
So at any rate,
Wicked was not very good, but Son of a Witch was better, and then A Lion Among Men was even better, and then what was the last one called?
I don't know. Was it about?
But it was pretty good too. It was 4. Return to Oz, Back to Oz. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever. But that has nothing to do with this.
Okay. It is a short topic. It's a lot of short topics all piled into one here.
And so just a quick bit about, since short topics are only supposed to be 5 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Have we already gone over?
I'm sure we have.
Well, this silent movie theater has a Mighty Wurlitzer organ.
Yes.
And it is awesome. And I feel like we've talked about it before on here.
We probably have. We probably have talked about that.
So we're going to go in the theater. It's all done up just like a silent movie theater. Everything in there is vintage. They salvage furniture, seats, all that stuff anytime in an old movie theater. Not anytime. I think they have everything they need now, but they've saved them from other theaters that were being torn down, and so the whole thing is furnished very authentic.
Aye.
And then they have the Wurlitzer, and then just like in the old days, we're going to start with a sing-along.
Yes, we are.
And have some short films, some short, fun, silent shorts.
Yeah.
Accompanied by the Wurlitzer, and then we'll have an intermission, and we'll come back and see the Silent Wizard of Oz with, again, the accompanying Wurlitzer.
Yeah.
That was a mouthful.
It sure was, but I think you did a far better job summing it up than I ever would.
I tried, because it wasn't much of a summing up. It was very long-winded.
All right. Well, that's probably enough for now. You can hit the stop button.
I would if I could find it. Which one is it? The red one? Red for stop?
No, red is for record.
Red for record. Red isn't record and stop?
No,
oh, I see
square.
it.
There you go.
Did you save me some? Was it
Just a little bit.
When we're ready, you know the little mini pockets in here? Mm-hmm. Right here? Mm-hmm. This top one? Mm-hmm. There's 6 butterscotch. 3 for each of them.
All right. 1 serving each?
Yes.
It's all yours.
$3 is a rip. Just saying.
I'm recording everything.
No, you're not. Did you notice the piano was playing itself?
Yes, I did.
So you got me saying $3 is a ripoff? It's burned too.
That was a crazy version of The Wizard of Oz.
Yes, it was.
Well, was it even The Wizard of Oz? Because it was...
I'm not sure.
It was the Scarecrow, but we got our questions answered.
It was definitely based on.
It was based on and done by...
Dorothy was there.
By Frank Bloom, right? I mean, it was... We learned... There's a nice little documentary that they showed at the beginning of it. So, the first of the Oz films, 1914...
Yeah.
And done by Frank Oz, his own production company. Did I say Frank Oz?
You said Frank Oz.
I said Frank Oz.
It's a little late.
I might be tired.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
That was a long evening.
That was
not gonna lie. That movie was long and everything was long.
They started late and so on and so. Well, maybe they didn't. Maybe it was 8:15.
I don't know. I was maybe wrong. Yeah.
Okay. At any rate, so 1914 for the first one. The next one, I was going to try to remember all the numbers, which I didn't.
Yeah, there was another
1914, then 1922. They did other films, but the other Wizard of Oz, I think, was...
Well, there was the Patchwork Girl.
Oh, the Patchwork Girl, that's right.
That one was really crazy looking. I would love to see that one. And then the second one was actually Scarecrow themed.
Right.
It was named, what was it called?
The King Scarecrow?
King Scarecrow something, I don't know.
Anyhow, we'll have to see if that documentary exists anywhere out there, maybe on YouTube or something, I'm not sure.
Hopefully.
1936 version is the one that we're most familiar with Dorothy and Judy Garland.
Was it 36? 39?
39.
I don't know. I don't know. Why are you trying to pull out dates?
I don't know.
We have no idea.
I don't know. I was interested to find that the documentary that we saw went all the way up to 1990, or at least that's when it was done.
Yeah.
Narrated by Charlton Heston.
So Wicked wasn't in there?
No, Wicked wasn't in there. The gentleman who runs the Wurlitzer did the music for that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was interesting. So what we're going to do...
The founder of the
Yeah.
Old Town Music Hall where we just were.
Right, and we'll include links. I guess we'll put a link
definitely.
up. And I've got a picture from the postcard. Maybe I'll...
Oh, I forgot there's postcards in my bag.
Yeah, be careful with those.
I'm sitting here squashing my bag.
Yeah. So at any rate, it was an enjoyable evening, yes?
Yes.
I think I have a little...
You bought me popcorn twice.
How about you? Lots of popcorn.
Yeah. I could eat popcorn.
Yes.
It's my favorite.
I know. Pennywise would have no problem luring you down into the sewer.
Not even. If it smelled like popcorn, I'm going.
That's awful.
I know.
What was I going to say? I don't know.
Probably just good night.
Good night. Thanks for listening.